Okay, this is something I found interesting. I've heard this so many times of painters reading off these numbers, like on a paint tube, okay? So this is the Hansa Yellow Light, okay? On it, it says, of course, the name of the paint, the company, and the fact that it's watercolor. But on the side, it tells you what's in there, but it has these numbers, PY3, okay? And on Parylene Red, it's PR178. And I never knew what that, I couldn't figure out what are those numbers for? I'm not a scientist. Science was not my thing, and I could not I did lousy in science in school, but that's beside the point. Or not, actually. It's not beside the point. It is part of the point. Anyway, I finally figured out what that is. It took a while, but so every pigment of color has been numbered, and that's what the PR178 is, the PY3. It's the pigment number. So if you get a brand that has, let's say it's a different brand, not Daniel Smith, and they call it Pyro Red as well, and it looks different than this Pyro Red, and you're like, well, why is that? It's got the same name. Like, what's going on here? You have to look on the side, because it will show you what pigment color is actually in that paint. An example is Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray in Winsor & Newton, that's this Payne's Gray that was down here, is pigment, it's pigment PB15, PBK6, PV19, okay? And if you look at, just a second here, I think I've got a Payne's Gray. Here we go. Here's Payne, no, forget it, just a second. I gotta find the other one. Okay, so once again, the Winsor & Newton Payne's Gray is PB15, PBK6, PV19, and this is Payne's Gray. Same name, Payne's Gray. This is pigment PB29, ultramarine blue, PB29, and ivory black, PBK9. Now, look at the color difference, but they have the same name. So this is why it's always good to check those numbers, so you don't get a surprise like I did when I bought this one, expecting to get this. But there's that. There's Daniel Smith Payne's Gray, it's a nice color, right? It's decent, and if that's the color you're going for, then this is the one to get. Or you can actually make it. I'm having trouble getting that lid on properly. I'll fiddle with that later. And here is, if I can get into it. Okay, here's Payne's Gray, the one I showed you earlier. This is Winsor & Newton Payne's Gray. And see, it's a different color, but it has the same name. So that is something to be aware of when you're buying paint. Just because it has the same name doesn't mean it's the exact same color. You have to go by those numbers. Okay, well, I just wanted to pop on. I forgot to mention on here, like where it says the number, and it says PR, so it's got the letters in front of the number. That PR means pigment red. So if it's, pigment red, or PB, that's pigment blue, and so on. And so this one is PR254 So it's pigment red, and 254 means the shade of the red. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it didn't take you as long as it took me to figure this out or find this out. Anyway, if you have any comments or good tips that would be helpful for us, just let us know. Thanks. God bless you. Bye.